Okay, so today I'm gonna go over four trades. One I took yesterday, the third, and then three that I took today on the fourth. And also I'm going to go over some trades that I missed and opportunities that I saw and didn't partake in, and the feel in the emotions that I was going through. Um, how I was feeling when I saw those. Some of them I was just feeling blah. I just wasn't in the right headspace. And the one today that I missed, or that I had today, was just I just couldn't make heads or tail of the direction of the market. So yesterday I took one trade and then I added to the trade. Um, because my first entry wasn't really the best entry, but the second entry made much more sense. So let's get into that trade. That was the third. So at 10:39, we're gonna use the screenshot that I use here. So this is it here, and I even marked probably late entry. If I can find the other one, okay, I just go with the add-on one. All right, so I got into this trade. I was going short, and reason why I wanted to go short was because of VIX. VIX looks like it was holding these. It had broke out, and we're here holding this area here, looking to go higher. So with VIX looking to want to go higher, and ES wasn't giving me signs of wanting to go higher itself at these levels, because when it broke lower, it created a some high volume down here that it was holding, and then when it reached this one here was a high volume here, and it was staying below it, right? Didn't really have much volume after it. We had this one here, but the high volume came way after, where we pushed price down. And so I took the trade anticipating that price would move much lower. That was my first trade, was here. I took the quick retest of the trade, but this was the better entry. So that's when I added the other two contracts to this trade. So after adding that other two contracts to the trade, VIX kept above 13.6, and basically I just took the trade all the way down to my 2-1 level and took my full exit. My goal was to hit this 5276 level, um, but I don't know if we did. I can't recall if yeah, we actually did. We ended up hitting it, and I think we went a little bit lower than that. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Let's see if I can pull this up. So we went to the my 5276 area, but I just took my full exit at my 2-1. Um, because VIX was back at this level here and it started to show signs of rejection, and I didn't want to get caught up in a reversal with VIX reversing on me. Also, NQ, as you can see, was at settlement price, so I had a lot of things going against me to hold this trade, and I didn't want to just start reversing. And since we're just like pennies away, I took off the full trade. And also, I'm in the combine, and I realized when I was trying to take off four of the contracts, I couldn't. I had to exit the whole thing, versus scaling out, because that's what I was trying to do. I wanted to scale out four here and then scale out one here. So that way I would have at least had a nice, um, I would have at least had the close to 2-1 more here, and then maybe a little bit more of the 2-1. But price hit my level, um, and that was that trade, right? That was the third. The trade that I missed on the third. Let's see if I can pull it up real quickly. Where is the charts? All right, so the trade that I did miss on the third, June 3rd. Let's go here. Was this reversal? This came in around after the noon session. So this was my trade. My trade came all the way down to my level, and then it did break down lower. And I wasn't expecting that. It did break down lower, but it looked like it was going to bounce. So, um, I could have been looking for a long still, and it ended up on the wrong side of it. But it came down to this level here, value area high, and NQ also did the same thing. I'm not sure if I saved the NQ one. Yeah, so Inky also came down to value area high, bounced at the same time. I wasn't really looking at the computer at this time, and then price had a nice reversal. And how could I have played this trade? Let's see if we can get a quick glance at how I could have played this. So let's mark this like this is the price stopping. So I would need a channel break probably from this candle here to the upside, right? So let's go down to the 5 minute. Let's see if we find ourselves a channel for this trade here. So something like this, maybe here. We draw as a channel, right? So maybe when we had this strong volume and this break here, could have here. So this is about 13-point risk, which is pretty high. A 13-point risk is pretty high. So probably would need a pullback somewhere for me to even play this one here. So, but I just observed I probably could put my stop loss here at the bottom of this. Give it about a 8-point risk, and then it goes to the 1 here. Come down, and then we have once we break above here, aim for this here. So a 33. That's a nice freaking reversal. But the entry would have had to be at this candle as well as the stop loss at that candle. But the best stop loss would have been down here. And then yeah, let's go down to the 1 minute real quick, and then we're just gonna keep it moving onto today's trade. So that was that. So price, nice channel break, push up. Probably could have gotten an entry around here. Maybe this little channel break, but that'd be very tight. That would have been very tight. Let's go into here real quick. Come on. All right. So like that. And let's zoom to where it was, like here, and then just check out the volume here. So strong volume. It's over 11,000. It's over 10,000. So let's move that because I was gonna be here. So maybe when we came back and reclaim up here, probably could have been that. Probably could have just got into the consolidation and then got into this small channel breaking, and then entering here would have been tight like that. All right, so 858, what is that, about 4 points, right? So that would have been that. So but it would have been a little bit awkward because that where I had it in the 5 minute was probably the best entry. So that was the third. All right, now today, which is the 4th, this was what I was looking at. Let's go into the 4th. Right, so let's do this. So at the beginning, let's see if I even marked it, if I have it saved. All right, so we had this nice push down here. I didn't take this move down. This is the 10 a.m. news. I was looking for price to move higher into here to reject. I only added this here, I think, afterwards. I'm not sure if I added it before because we had a level here for my Heikenhashi, and I saw that we retested it. I think I added it probably pre-market just to add it, but my goal was to get up here. But if we go into the 30-minute chart, we'll see that we came and we respected that right at the open. We respected the channel, right? We respected that that area. Same way we respected it here with volume. We respected it here again after that news came out at 10 o'clock. And if you go into the 15-minute chart, you also see that we had a nice inverted candle at 10:30, which would have been the idea to look for an entry, right? It's a hammer candle. We had a hammer candle at 10:30. We peaked above, peaked above. Okay, now let's go peek below. Let's go search below. So this, let's mark this here. So this is one of the trades that I missed. I also missed this one here. Let's go into the Heikinashi. Nope, sorry, not Heikinashi. The 5 minute. And I was skeptical about this trade, so I stayed out of it. Sorry, 15 minutes. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Would be probably an easier way to get a nice channel. So this here, right? So it looked like I already had it marked for review. So we had a nice push down after the news. We had a nice push down, and then we had this, and then right here could have been my entry. Put it like that, right? So here we go. A 3-point risk to go down to settlement, right? Settlement. This is about 14 points. I really missed that one. And then we had all the way down to here, which is 20 points. But this would have been a nice move, 14 points. But I didn't take it because I was looking for a higher move. And I saw it setting up. I'm not gonna lie, watch the setup, but I was just like, we might go higher, but I'm gonna start focusing on, just on those trades that make sense based on these levels that I've had, especially with the wicks and price coming out of them, and not staying there for too long, like how we had the wicks here, right? And this trade here is what I missed here. This one lined up with VIX. This is the one I was really waiting for, but this was already been tested, so I blotted it out. This is how we broke out of it. So I was looking for price to come down here, was what I was looking for. And this is the 30-minute. So VIX is here at the area that I needed it to be. Retesting it, and but VIX ES stayed up here. ES gave a good entry on the 15. It came down, and then we gave a nice doji. You had strong buying, and then a nice doji. So let's mark this, and now let's see if we had a push up on the 5-minute. Is what we're gonna look for. We're gonna look for like a nice strong move up on the 5-minute to see, because I didn't get a chance to really sit down and review this. So we didn't get that. But we did get a retest of initial balance. So this could have been my entry area if I couldn't catch this. But oh, we did get a channel break though. Right, so we had that. We did have some buying volume, but I didn't see it on the 15. I don't see buying here. We pushed up, broke out of it, and we came back down. Go down to the 1-minute. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so this would have been a nice entry right here on this one, this candle. Could have entered at this candle, or it would have been a more aggressive move, or open at this channel break up here. Right, so here, but this risk would have been 5. So yeah, so this would have been okay, and then right back to that level, and then price demolished this level, right? So that was that trade that I missed. I'm gonna get to the trades that I took. Then we came to this level here that I was waiting for the entire day. One of these two. These were the extremes I was looking for. So when we came to this level, I didn't take the trade because these candles on the 30 minutes didn't make any sense. Here we are here at the levels here on VIX, but these candles don't make any sense. So I don't get into it. We're at the but I did get a nice level at here on my Heikin-Ashi, right, which became my demand zone. So I had this level here, which is the level that I wanted to enter at. So we had this here, couldn't make sense of it. If we go into the 15-minute chart, this is the only thing that made sense because we flatten out. And I looked at it. I looked at us flattening out, and I said, well, maybe this could work out, but maybe we'll go higher. So we flatten out, but I couldn't make sense of it during real time. So we flatten out, and we had a nice double top. This was replicated again on the 15-minute. I saw that. I said, okay, we have a replication of that. And then what happened? Price pushed down even harder on the 15-minute, and I just watched price move. If we go down to the 1-minute here, you know, we had this nice little channel break, right? And I watched price come down to my level here that I was looking for, but so we'll go into my trade now. So let's go into my trade. So this trade I missed, but this is the trade I was looking for. Price came down and bounced, but this candle right here was the issue for me. We had some strong volume over 14,000, but I negated all of this strong volume that was here, right? What happened to me the other day was that we had a strong volume and then volume faded off. No, just basically it was just gone. But this time volume continued coming up, right? If I go here on my 1-minute chart, volume continued to show up above, way above volume based on, no, this is the morning mid. So this is the morning high times 2. So this is the morning's volume. Let's go to the morning volume real quick. This is it right here, right? 14. So this should be the morning. 14,025. This should be like 7 something. So something might be off about this. But oh, because I restarted this. So this was like 7 something. But we're above the morning's volume, and maybe even close to above this one here. This is 20. Wow, that's a lot. So we're hitting some high volume. 9, 9, 9. Right, some high volume. So that's we're staying above it and not below it. And since volume didn't just drop off like it did yesterday, I should have been looking for my long, and then this retest would have been my entry. But I started looking for shorts because we kept rejecting this level here, right? But the volume should have preceded this Heikin-Nachi level that I created. So they try to short, I think here. I did try 2 shorts. Let's get into it over here. I tried a short here. So I'll go into the chart. It's like this one here, right? It made sense. Price held, came down. I exited when price was coming back up. I exit on this one, and then I think I re-entered right away. Yeah, I re-entered here on this red candle. Price came down, couldn't hold. This would have been my entry going up, and we ended up reversing, right? So I took a third trade on that reversal, on that break above that volume, and I entered here, right here at this candle, and I had my stop loss down at 52.94. So my entry looks something like this, right? It's a little high, 52.99. So my entry was a little higher, because I would have been out already. I'd have been to my 2-1. So my entry was like here, and my goal was to get up to here. And we came down. This is the 55, 45. Where's the 55? right here. So price started closing, and price started to close for the day. I took my full exit up, breaking me even for the day with these two trades that I took a loss on. My goal was to get here and to make a little bit more money, to make something. And eventually, price got up there, but that's way after I was out of the market and everything closed out. Right. So this trade idea worked. It was just that I let the volume here stop me from seeing all of the volume that we had down here, saying that hey, we never got below this volume. Price pushed up, even though this is the highest volume bar, but price pushed up, and we're holding these volumes here, so buyers stepped in. And if there was no volume, like volume faded out, like it did yesterday. Let's see if I can find that trade. Um, find my trade yesterday. I think it was around here, right? So like you see how we had this strong volume, right? But then volume just died out. Then we had like another blip of volume, but volume was still like dead, right? We didn't have like the accumulation that we did on the other one. So volume, 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 and then volume just stopped and it died, right? And then price came up, and then price came down below those volume, below this volume, and then came back up, right? And then that was my entry. I think my entry was first here and then there. So that should have been my sign that well, I could have sold up here, um, and sold off. And then for this one here, when I see that next time, when I see my level and there's volume, for next time, I'm going to make sure to here we go. Make sure to look at what volume has done and where the candles are, and if we're holding those levels, continue looking for my direction, because I would have had a better trade trading this, because this would have been a nice 2-1 level instead of buying up here. This is like another 5 points, and then 5 points on a micro and 5 micro ES is almost, I think it's $75 on 1 ES. That's about $250. So 50 yeah, $250. So we're looking for these volumes next time and just be more aware of that. I didn't take these trades here. They didn't make sense to not take them because I was not ready for them, and so I'm okay with that. But I'm more aware of you know this happening here, and then this happening here on the 5 minute first is what I saw, and then it repeating itself right after, right? So I could have been more cognitive of that, because this would have been a nice sell-off and then a nice reversal. But having a clear mind really helps when you're all over the place. Sometimes you just need to just stay away. All right, that's it for me today. Good review, and I'll be reviewing